As soon as I got ready to hit record my review for the Umbrella Academy, my belly decided it wants to do a number 2.
Damn, son.
That's going to be the intro for this video. I guess it connects to my feeling about the Umbrella Academy season finale. We're back. My number 2 is done. I don't even know if I want to review this show. The Umbrella Academy season 4 or season finale, whatever you want to call it. 6 episode long. Boring, and just annoying. Highly annoying. Greetings, everyone. It is I, your one and only host,
The Cosmic Jedi. Welcome back to my channel.
Happy Sunday, everyone. So this, I feel, might be the shortest review ever on my channel. Maybe, maybe not. You know how I roll. I say it's going to be a short video, ends up being a 20-minute video. But for now, let's talk. I really try and keep it short. I did not like this season. In fact, the best season of this show when it first came out was the first one and maybe the second one. But even the second one from the middle towards the end was just like, what are you guys doing now? And I don't know if the story in the 4th season or the way they chose to end it was something that is already part of the comics. I know this thing came from the comics as well, and I don't know if this is the intention of the writer. Whichever way, it's my God. And we're back, ladies and gentlemen. What am I doing with the glasses? I like to just sometimes record myself without having to wear my glasses. All right, Umbrella Academy season 4, trash. Did not like it at all. There's so many things that didn't make sense. As I'm talking to you guys right now, I'm thinking, should I do a second video like I did with the Acolyte series on Disney Plus and do a breakdown as to what I didn't like? But I don't want to expel so much energy doing that. I feel there's so many videos, or there are enough videos out there on YouTube that describe the pros and cons. I read somewhere that some people said that this is the best season.
What?
6 episodes and this is the best season out of all the 4?
Yeah, you know the problem was he got sloppy.
How can this be the best season out of all the 4 of them? Who? You know what? Let me give you a heads up. It's going to contain spoilers now. From now on, it's going to be some minor spoilers.
In 3, 2, 1. You have been warned.
There's a scene, or there's a little mini story arc with Diego's wife and 5 being stuck in the past, future, or parallel timeline for 7 years, and they formed a relationship, which was cringe-worthy, man. I'm like, dude, how old is that dude again in real life? Because you can try to convince me that because he's a young boy, he's got an older man's mind in his body. In real life, that's still a young, whatever. You know, the writer wants to do what he wants to do. Hey, the actors agreed to it. It's a contract, and they got paid. I'm just here on YouTube bitching, you know? My God, what a useless season. I can't even give you reasons. The endgame monster, the cleanse. There was mixture of a hint of Mandela effect with people remembering certain timelines, but inside it's a flip twist with the umbrella timeline or umbrella effect or whatever it's called. And then the monster who's supposed to bring the cleanse is just crushing buildings and just smashing stuff. There's no full in-depth explanation as to how that came about. How did this alien Hargreaves come all the way from his planet and then dropped gold pixie dust? Oh. And is this how it is in the comics? Like the whole story, the writer didn't change anything, or the showrunner, whatever it is, whoever it is, producer, whatever, director, whatever. They didn't change anything. They didn't add extra stuff. This is how it is. Everything as we watch from season 1 to 4 is exactly how it is in the comics. If so, again, why am I bitching? Why am I crying like a crybaby? Why are you crying on YouTube? Because you got a microphone and a camera, you bitching? If this is the exact storyline, word for word from the comics onto the screen, I just shut up. I didn't even read the comics, so that's even probably my bad. You should have done your research, Cosmic. Read the comics and then see if it's the same thing. What the hell was this show about, man? The cleanse, and it's this growing monster. I'm going to shoot at the monster and he'll expand. I'll fire my fireball, he'll expand. You can't even figure out that this thing is growing with more energy you give it. Then try to do some meta thing where it's like, it's like it's their fault. I can't talk. I'm sorry that I'm not even being as articulate as I normally am, but it was very annoying. I literally just finished it like 30 minutes an hour ago, and I thought, no, I won't wait another day to then let this shit settle in my head before I hit record on the camera. I just want to get it out of my system. I don't want to remember it anymore. It is bad. It is bad for me. Some of y'all might love it. Again, like I read earlier on, some people said this is the best season out of all 4. So I'm not saying it's bad. Don't watch it. I'm giving my experience, my feelings, my feelings, not my feelings.
Don't ask questions.
What an ass of a show, man. Ever since season 1, they spoiled it. Ever since season 1, it should have been a one and done show. Started, ended there, closed the book. Or maybe the writers could do create a whole universe. I didn't mind the same character, just like American Horror Story, playing different superheroes. Same father, same people, but different dynamics. Maybe switch the powers around as well. Maybe give different different characters or different actors each other's powers or something. And then the 3rd season, switch up the powers again. So it's the same characters, same actors and actresses, but instead of, the same Umbrella Academy, it's a Sparrow Academy, it's a different academy, and they have different villains to fight. So the villains change, but the characters stay the same, or all the actors stay the same, but they're all playing different roles. Just like I said, just like the American Horror Story world, where it's mostly the same actors, but they're all playing different characters, and each season has its own story arc or whatever. I kind of enjoy that with the American Horror Story. I love Coven, and I think the Circus one and the post-apocalyptic one. I enjoyed those 3, but Coven is like my number 1 for the American Horror Story. American Horror Story, is that what it's called? Coven is like peak for me. It's right there at the top. The rest is like, okay, the other things are pretty cool, but Coven is the one. So if Umbrella Academy had done that with their show, I wouldn't have minded it at all. But continue the whole story with the same characters, the bickering. My goodness, I thought I was used to it, but it's constant bickering. And because I know it's constant bickering, it's written in such a way that you're supposed to expect it. And I imagine there are some people out there who didn't mind it, or in fact, they enjoyed it. They would say it's a nice, unique aspect of their character. For people like me, it's not. It's very frustrating. My brother and I have this thing where we always say, if there was an alien invasion, right? And before the alien invasion, if we had any beef between us, any problems, even if we didn't get a chance to air it out between us or have a conversation, as soon as the alien invasion kicks in, that beef dies. Because the world we were used to has now changed with the alien invasion. Because whether you believe in aliens or not, belief is no longer a thing. They're here, they're doing stuff. We need to form a plan. So whatever we had going on before, we kill that shit on the spot. It's now time to start doing. It's like, yo, this is where we're at. Change it up. Otherwise, we're going to get wiped out. So that thing I'm saying is, you can't keep repeating bickering issues when it's the same character. If you're doing American Horror Story, you'd have resolved those issues in each season. But you can't carry over bickering nonsense for 4 seasons. It shows that these people haven't grown. And it's like every time towards the end of every season, there's this element of, okay, I love you guys, cool. I can't stand that, man. I don't know if I'm comfortable watching a show of 7 or 8 superpowered beings or creatures or children, whatever you want to call them, or teens or adults, that bicker over and over again. The data issues, I get. But eventually you have to create certain stories that allow resolution. And then bring in something stronger than them, not only individually, but as a collective together, and something that challenges their strength as a collective, as a family, and their father. Maybe have a full season where they finally work together with their father, and they finally get over that daddy issue stuff that the father created. He just treats them like not even cattle, lesser than animals. Just, I made you, or I caused you to be born, so I'll do whatever I want with you. And I don't know if I can't even talk properly. If it's really fully properly addressed, they keep calling you a bad father, you're an asshole, and every iteration of him is always like, well, me, I'm a different Hargreaves. The Hargreaves you guys talking about is a parallel version or a different. Your archetype is still the same. Aspects of you are still the same. Yeah, different nuances here and there, but you still remain the same, calculative and yada yada yada. I would have loved some in-depth sit down and have a proper, no yelling. show that everyone is voicing out their grievances and then work as a team. And at this point, it's like they're about to get killed off. Maybe that particular season ends with cliffhanger. Then the next season, like, yo, we need to work through our daddy issues, work through our problems as a collective, work together, because this baddie or this baddies or this villain or villains who are here are not only using our weaknesses against us and the issues we have with each other and our father as using it as a weapon against us. If we don't work together and come together, and not because we have to defeat the villain, but we have to really work through this so we become more efficient, more effective as a team. So whatever threat comes our way, we can deal with it easily and efficiently and appropriately, and trust leadership from the father from time to time. Trust leadership from I can't remember the big guy's name, whatever his name, the leader, and trust each other's input when we're working on ideas. This is your area of expertise. What do you think we should do? Five, this is your area of expertise. What do you think we should do? Even introducing Ella and having the relationship between Ella and Diego as husband and wife, I didn't need that. I wasn't looking for that. They didn't even spend enough time to make it organic so we get used to the family, used to the children, used to the parents. One scene in this episode, in this season, Five and Diego were having a go at each other, and Five was supposed to be the older one out of all of them because despite his young body, he's got the eldest energy inside him or the old man energy inside him. He was just dropping F-bombs and whatnot in front of children. It didn't fit right for me. And then this is an Indian family, so I don't know Indian culture that much, but I'm not aware that they drop F-bombs and F words and shit and whatnot in their family. They're very, very well my experience with from my experience with my Indian friends, they don't just cuss in front of their parents anyhow. In no way, especially in the house. Outdoors, you can do whatever when you're not around your parents. But the Indian friends I grew up with, no, no, no. In your house, they're very, very different. So I was really shocked they let that scene slide. Klaus, I mean, the actor does his, Jack Sparrow thing. It's cool to see, but again, like I said, it's constant bickering. It's the same tropes over and over again. And I don't know how they got away with this for 3 seasons. The first season is cool. You're thinking, okay, they got used to their powers, they got used to their bickering. The second season, they'll grow, meet another challenge. Third season, you got to resolve the daddy issues for sure. You can't have the same daddy issue tropes and sibling rivalry tropes all the way through 4 seasons. Even if they plan to go for 5 or 6 seasons, you can't. It doesn't make sense. You're not allowing the viewers who also have these real life problems. You're not allowing them to grow or find a way of peace or hope or resolution. I keep saying this, right? I use Bill Cosby. I could use any other show in the world, any other TV show in the world, but I feel, for me, with my experience with Bill Cosby and Fresh Prince of Bel-Air and Different Strokes, there's a different world. I can't remember which title it is. I'll use Bill Cosby. Imagine people growing up in a house, brown people, Africans, African American, black people. I know people use different terms these days. I don't use black anymore. I don't use white anymore because, as you can see, my skin is not black, it's brown. But for people who identify as black or whatever, cool. So I just use these terms. Yeah, anyway, let me carry on. There are orphans in a house, right? Who happen to catch the Bill Cosby show. There are parents who aren't ready to be parents, and they don't know how to be mothers or fathers to their children. There are children who got into drugs. Whatever little ambition they had or dreams they had died. Just seeing the Cosby show, the family, the husband and wife dynamic, the children, the neighbors, the conversation Bill Cosby had with his children, the conversation the children had with the mother. I can't remember the mother's name. All the serious topics they were talking about. Watching that over and over again consistently eventually affects your subconscious in some way, shape, or form. Where if someone planned on self-terminating, their existence, one episode is enough. One episode is enough to change their mind, change their idea, change their path. No more drugs, no more dealing drugs, no more guns, no more this. Let me try doing what I got inspired by the Cosby Show. Let me give that a shot. Let me see what that looks like. Let me see what that feels like. I love this family. I wish I had this for myself. A parent who doesn't know how to be a parent learns from that. So there were children who were abused. There were parents who grew up in abusive homes and that's all they know. There were parents who I didn't want to be a mother or a father, but here I am, so I gotta do it. So all these different dynamics, different experiences people are having just by watching one show. One show. different sad experiences, different painful experiences. People are suffering differently, left, right, and center. But one show united all of them in their one chance or one experience, that light bulb moment to say enough is enough. Enough is enough. Especially the person or persons who are ready to terminate their own existence and say, "Hey, I'm done with this." Just one show. You catch up with the episodes again. Orphans as well. People who wish they had healthy families. They got to see what a healthy brown melanated African American Black family look like on TV. That's why I said amongst other shows, I've chosen Bill Cosby's show. So despite what allegations are saying he did, that's neither here. I'm not saying, we're not talking about that. We're talking about the effect of watching a show like the Bill Cosby show and the effect on the psyche of people, children and adults, uncles and aunties, and foster parents. That one show can trigger key events in the future of these unique individuals for the better. So imagine this show, 4 seasons, daddy issues and bickering siblings over and over and over again. You're not creating resolve, solution, resolution, healing. Maybe in one aspect you say, oh, towards the end of this season, nah. That's you. I am giving my review. You can get on your YouTube channel and give your review. I can just about hear someone talking mess in the comments. You can give your review on your YouTube channel. So I watched 4 seasons of this show, and I just literally, it's the same, especially in this season. They even spoke on it. They keep saying, we don't work well together. We're dysfunctional. You're saying it. Where's your resolution? Where's your teamwork? Where's your efficiency? Keep it running through. And because this show relied on that trope so much, there would be 1 or 2 episodes where it's like, okay, let's work together this time. And then something blows up or something kicks off. And it's like, oh, here we go, back into sibling rivalry and bitching and people just walking off. When you're in an active mission, you're working on something bigger than you. And someone just feels like, yeah, I'm done with this. They walk off and you have 2 characters. Klaus, don't you walk away from me, Klaus. It's like it's an American trope for people to walk off camera and then have the characters, James, don't you dare turn your back on me. In real life, is that what people talk like? Is that how people? I can't even. This person has deliberately walked away from you during the conversation. Their back is turned. Don't you dare turn your back on me. He or she has done it. You think words can transform what a person feels like doing? It's a strange trope that's written into these shows over and over again. Don't you dare walk away from it, turn your back on me. They've done it. What magic spell do you have in your tongue that makes you think you can just say something and then they'll turn around because you said it? You were already saying words before that particular moment, and they got tired of those words. Now they're walking away. James, how dare you, James? Come back here. What? I cannot stand shit like that in any TV show or movies. It drives me nuts. I'm like, dude, why is this a trope? Kill that trope, man. It is not real life. Maybe some relationships that works, but dude, if I'm walking away, I'm walking away. You're lucky we don't even fly. It's like someone flying away. Fly back here. Come back down here and come back. What? It just... Anyway, the show is useless to me. It's a pointless show. All the adventures we went on to this and then to land here in the 4th season, it feels redundant. It feels like the whole experience was pointless. You didn't learn anything. You didn't resolve anything. It just shows that somebody, Hargreaves, was like playing. It was like on a power trip. And then there was subtle drops of you listened is it male misogynist or whatnot? There was one scene that just threw me off. I was like, wait, what? Why are you throwing this trope of a man doesn't listen when he's being... I can't talk. I can't. I'm just woosah right now. It's shit. It's a shit show. It's shit. It's bad. It's bad, and I'm pissed I watched it. I'm glad I didn't, because there are some scenes where I was like, I'm glad I skipped a lot of scenes in a few episodes, The big guy is the same thing, dunce, a little slow. It's again, when you create these tropes and there's no resolution, you're just using stuff for the sake of using stuff because it's going to get views, it's going to get people laughing. Also, gladly, I read somewhere that this is also the worst season out of all of them. Not well received by many people. But the fact that people said this is the best season out of all the 4 seasons. You got 6 episodes and you call this the best season.
Damn, son.
It's not like it's 6 episodes and each episode is 2 hours. That's a different story entirely. How much story can you fit into 6 episodes in every hour? If you're smart, you can. Because Love, Death, and Robots pulled off very short stories, but effective. The crab story where Thaden Island, where the crab was talking to the crewmen on a ship that he wanted them to take the crab to Thaden Island so the crab and its babies can feed. That's a short story. You're on a ship, there's a crab, and it's communicating with the crew member or the captain in some weird, unique, interesting way. And you don't even have time to start questioning why this, why that. You're already hooked into the story. And this is just short in Love, Death, and Robots. There's another one with the spaceship trapped somewhere. And this character, I don't want to spoil it, the character is seeing things. There's another one where, I can't remember this third one, where these characters were underwater and I think they tricked an alien. If Love, Death, and Robots can pull it off, anybody can. Meaning you can pull off 6 episodes with good storytelling. You can pull off 6 episodes with great storytelling. You can even pull off 6 episodes and negotiate with Netflix saying, this might be the new style of storytelling. 6 episodes and an hour, 30 minutes each episode. Or an hour 30 minutes for the first 5 episodes. And then the 6th episode is 2 hours. You can pull that off. It depends on how, I don't know what rules Hollywood has for time, attention span, all that, whatever gunk people, that's their world. I still feel you can. If Netflix can allow Love, Death, and Robots to do 15 minutes or 10-minute episodes, then there's got to be leeway. But 6 episodes, an hour each, slow storytelling, waste of time, and some stupid characters called Gene and just talking mess and allow for the cleanse. And people just having guns out of nowhere because it's America. It's just too unnecessary experiments, introducing new characters we didn't even connect to, get used to, feel her pain. The Jennifer character, feel her plight. I'm not going to waste more time on this show. It sucks. Umbrella Academy Season 4, whoever made, I don't care about the director, the storyteller, the writer. I don't care, whatever, a producer. All of you are stupid, man, in my opinion. You weren't born stupid, but you appear stupid to me just based on this show. It is such a useless. I wasted time watching this nonsense, and I'm just fighting with myself right now. I don't think I want to sit down and do a proper breakdown like I did with Acolyte. No, I still have to record Acolyte's breakdown as well. This year has just been a mixture of stupidness, and I know there's a plethora of other cool, awesome, intelligent shows out there to watch. I like my happy endings or good endings or intelligent endings or satisfying endings. I don't do cliffhanger endings for TV. Movie, I can. But TV, no. The most recent show that I watched that I really enjoyed so far, Dark Matter. That was really, really good. How is that playing flying when I'm recording? Yeah, Dark Matter was really, really, really good. Really, really, really good. And I'm glad to hear it's been picked up for season 2. But I just hope they don't spoil it or mess it up. Because the end of Dark Matter season 1 was shaky. Some things didn't make no sense. I'll do a separate video for that one for sure. Because right off the bat, the first episode to episode, is it 10 episodes? Or 9 episodes? To episode 7. 1 to 7 were really, really sexy. Really, absolutely sexy show. Absolutely sexy. Absolutely. But then episode 8 and 9, I was like, that means y'all ain't got the balls to finish, to land on a high. You started on a high and just dip mid. Nah. This year has just been on and off, man. Deadpool 3, in terms of cinema or theater blockbuster movie, dull.
Damn, son.
Now I'm worried about seeing Alien Romulus. I'm like, maybe I don't really want to see that. I'll just probably wait till digital. I'm seeing good reviews, but I'm seeing mixed reviews as well. Some people are like, it's okay. I don't want to go to the cinema to watch something that is you would think you want to spend money doing That's not how we roll, man. Anyway, I'm done, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for your time. Thank you for listening to me rant about this stupid, useless, pointless show that was so awesome when it first started. Season 1 was the best. Let me hear, yeah! And I feel if they're done the same actors playing different superhero characters in the same theme, Sparrow Academy, Raven Academy, Phoenix Academy, you know, that'd have been cool. That'd have been so awesome. The same makeup American Horror Story did. Same actors, all round, different stories. That would have been so much better. Woosah, we're done. Like I said earlier on, thank you for your time. Thank you for watching my little rant. Ladies and gentlemen, I've been your one and only host,
The Cosmic Jedi.
signing out. Thank you for watching.